Provincial Parliament representing Richmond Hill in the Ontario Legislative Assembly since 2007. He has served as Parliamentary Assistant to the Ministry of Training, Colleges, Universities, Research and Innovation, Parliamentary Assistant to the Minister of Energy. On February 11, 2013, so recently, he was appointed as the Minister of Research and Innovation by Ontario's new Prime Minister, Kathleen Wayne, became the first Iranian to hold such a position out of Iran. In 2009, Dr. Reza Moridi presented a petition that protested the lack of respect for human rights. Please welcome Reza.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a real pleasure to be here today to be with you all to commemorate two major events which happened almost 25 years ago in Kurdistan. We are here today to commemorate the 25th anniversary of Halabja gassing by Saddam Hussein forces. We are also here to remember the operations called Amfal, as you all know very well. And during these operations by Iraqi forces under Saddam Hussein dictatorship regime, more than 180,000, almost 200,000, just to remember a round figure when we are talking about almost 200,000 people, they have lost their lives. This was one of the major genocides in the history of human beings. It's shamed on Saddam Hussein, on dictators all over the world, and dictatorship of Iraq for sure. Human beings, all of us, we shouldn't forget these genocides. Sometimes in my speeches I tell people that, referring to Holocaust, I say human beings should not and must not forget Holocaust. We should always talk about Holocaust. And we should always talk about Amfal. We should always talk about similar genocides happened around the world in the history of human beings on this planet. These genocides, mass killings, happens mainly as a result of dictatorship regimes in very many countries. And it is done just by ruling because the dictators, they want to rule. So that's how they do it. They kill people in numbers, in hundreds, in thousands, in 200,000s, in millions. And that is what we have seen in history. It's very sad that ultranationalism in many, many countries, they lead to human sufferings. And we see this in very many countries. In many countries, ultranationalism results in human sufferings. In other countries, for example, like Iran, the religious ideologism also leads to killings of so many people in very many parts of my homeland, Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to remember these events. These are a part of history. Amfal and Halabja is a part of human history, not only a history of the Kurdish people around the world. It belongs to all of us as human beings on this planet. We need to remember those who lost their lives, those innocent people who lost their lives. We have to, every year, get together and not only remember them, but also learn from the history. We need to teach to the politicians around the world to behave humanly, to rule their countries based on democracy, to respect human rights. We are all humans. Maybe we are Kurds, we are Azeris, we are Persians, we are who we are. We are all human beings. We are all children of Adam and Eve. We should respect each other. And I hope that one day, in every country around the world, they will exercise democracy as we enjoy in our beautiful, wonderful country, Canada. Sometimes, sarcastically, I say, we need to bring the rulers of dictatorship governments around the world to come to Canada and they live here for maybe a year to learn from us, to see how we rule this country, how we run this beautiful country under the will of people, under the will of the nations, Canadian nation. At least learn from Canada and go back and rule their nation based on the procedures we have here in this country. This is, of course, a wish, but I wish one day the whole world, all countries around the world, will be ruled by democratic governments, by democratic regimes, so that people can live like brothers and sisters together in peace. I hope that the Kurdish people in Iran, in Iraq, in Turkey, in Syria will all enjoy the same level of democracy as we enjoy here in this country, and also the kind of democracy the Kurdish people today enjoy in the democratically elected and democratically run the Kurdish region of Iraq. All best wishes for all of you, and also my heart, my feelings, my prayers are with those who lost their loved ones at Anfal operation, and also those close to 5,000 people who lost their lives as a result of mass gassing of Halabja 25 years ago. I want to thank every one of you for coming out and participating in this gathering, in this commemoration. I also want to thank the Kurdish House, the Kurdish Community Center, and the organizers of this wonderful event for doing such a good job, bringing all of us together under one roof in order for us to get together and share our feelings, share our sorrow, in the meantime, learn from the past, and also teach a lesson for the dictators around the world. So thank you very much, all the best, and Sepas.